what I'd like to talk about today is this, and this is the Audioquest Dragonfly Cobalt USB DAC. And it's a diddly little thing. It's got a USB standard plug on one end and a 3.5mm jack on the other. And the idea is that you hook this up to your computer or your phone or your iPad, and I've been using it mainly with my iPad. It came with this, and apparently this is a dragon tail, and the idea is that it hooks up the dragonfly to your phone, and I've not found this easy at all. So it's a USB-C plug on this, and you plug it in there, and what I found is that it's very, very sensitive to any sort of jogging. I mean, you couldn't sort of wander around with this in, and you have to kind of. So when I use it, I have to kind of lay this flat and gently make the dragonfly there, and gently put the headphones in, because otherwise, the slightest bump and the whole thing falls apart. You lose your music. I'm wondering if that's actually something to do as much with the USB-C socket as this, because I've actually I've had two phones with USB-C sockets. The first one in the end broke, and it found it what happened was the plug wouldn't stay in to charge it. And then I bought a OTG adapter for the Cyrus I'm going to be looking at some point when I get round to it, and that didn't stay in well either. Anyway, on the iPad though, with a lightning adapter, it's absolutely fine. And I found that the best one to use is this, which is a slightly more expensive camera connection kit, it's called. And it's called camera connection kit, but it actually seems to work for most USB peripherals. I've stuck in a keyboard in here and a mouse, and they've been fine. And what I like about this one is that it's got the lightning plug on this end, and at this end you've got a USB socket and a lightning socket, so you can charge it as well. You can't use it for two things I found, because I did try a USB mouse in here and a lightning keyboard in there, and it didn't work. Maybe it took too much power. Anyway, so how is this thing? Well, I found this really good. My iPad isn't powerful enough to drive my favourite headphones, which are these, the AKG Q701s. But with this, I can get a perfectly good volume on it. Sound-wise, I really like it. It's got a fabulous punchy bass, slightly warm mid-range, very smooth treble. There's no sort of sibilance or anything, which is good, because these can get slightly bright. And overall, I've been hugely impressed by this, I have to say. I've mainly use it to listen to Tidal, and what I quite like about it is that this dragonfly sort of bit here lights up, so if it's Tidal it goes purple, and it kind of tells you, if it goes purple if it's MQA, and it tells you what sort of the input settings are for the music, and it tells you if it's high res or not, and if it's 88.2 and 96 or anything, and it's great. In fact, it's been so good, I haven't really turned on my main hi-fi, because I've been really quite happy just listening to all this. Actually, it hasn't been ideal in the main hi-fi, because what I've tried plugging this in to the headphone amplifier, the little dot I've got on my Myriad. And what you usually do when you're using a DAC like this to a headphone amplifier is you turn the volume up to maximum. The idea is that you have this at 100%, and if you're ever going to control volume at any point in a hi-fi chain, you want it near to the end as you can to kind of keep the dynamics going. But I found if you put this at 100%, you get a slight bit of distortion, which I was quite surprised about. So I've been running it at about 95, and that seems to be seems to be okay. But I'm not sure how running it with a headphone amplifier gives you a great deal extra, considering that the hassle of setting it up and plug it in. So overall, I've been very pleased with it. I've been using it a lot, and I'm going to carry on. Thanks for watching.